Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for CLAIR OBSCUR Expedition 33. So dear viewer, Expedition 33 released last month, and what a bloody month it was for video games. We had this game, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for PlayStation 5, the bloody remaster of Days Gone, which to me is still far inferior to The Last of Us. But we're not here to talk about that. No, we are here to discuss Expedition 33, and just like that beautiful bearded bastard Barry Bertrum, you're probably wondering,
what is this? What is it? What is this?
Expedition 33 is a turn-based role-playing game thing that takes place in a dark fantasy version of France. Now let's get two things out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. This game was absolutely not made by just 33 people. That is complete and utter bollocks. Just look at the game's credits. I'd be surprised if it took less than 50 people to animate the bloody facial hair in this game. But, I like big butts and I cannot lie, you other brothers can't deny. That doesn't take away from the fact that this is one of the best video games I have ever played. So if you're short on time and just want my opinion without watching the rest of this frankly hilarious review, then you have it. Buy the bloody game, download it on Game Pass, whatever rocks your wooden boot. For the rest of you, let's continue. So, story. We play as the aforementioned Expedition 33 as they set out on a quest to destroy the Paintress. And that's all I'm telling you. You don't want me to spoil the bloody thing, do you? No one gives a shit what you think, Bertrum. So let's review this splendid role-playing video game the only way I know how. Badly. And let's start with what I liked about Expedition 33. Oh, speaking of things I like it when you subscribe to the channel, so do that for me, dear viewer. Doing so will allow me to live out my lifelong dream of having 1,180 subscribers. The first thing I simply must commend Expedition 33 for is its visuals. This game is gorgeous, darling. Fantastical landscapes, Parisian streets, a giant manor, the bosses, the cutscenes, the character designs. Everything is beautiful, especially on PlayStation 5, which is what I played Expedition 33 on, so I can't possibly attest to how it looks on the sex box, but I'm just going to assume very well. Now, to go with the beautiful visuals, we also have a beautiful, stunning, splendid soundtrack. In fact, one of the best I have ever heard. It's subtle at times, it smashes you over the head at others, it assaults your ears with no threat of a lawsuit. There's classical piano, big emotional strings, bloody electric guitar in some of the boss fights. Absolutely amazing. With a capital M. And while we're talking about sound, let's talk about the voice acting. We have Ben Starr from Final Fantasy XVI and the first Berserker Kazan. We have Charlie Cox of Daredevil fame. We have Bloody Gollum. That's right, Bloody Gollum. And they are all equally stunning. What else can I compliment? Well, yes, the story. mein Gott, the story. It's an adventure, it's emotional, it has more twists and turns than an elephant's wrinkled balloon knot. It grabbed me by the genitals in the first 10 minutes, and it never lets up even 40, 50, 60 hours later. That story's got quite the grip. Ha! So much so that I don't think I'll be having children anytime soon, but alas. You know, because of the genital grabbing. Oh, you got the joke. Ha! Good. Ha ha ha. Last but certainly not least in the positives category, we have the gameplay. You see, when you're not exploring the fantastic overworld or the myriad of amazing locations, you'll be fighting. And while this is a turn-based RPG, it feels more like a bloody action game, thanks to the reliance of parrying enemy attacks, dodging enemy attacks, and counter-attacking, as opposed to the rather boring wait for your bloody turn while a bar fills that you'll remember from older turn-based RPGs like the original Final Fantasy VII or Chrono Trigger. Unsurprisingly, the gameplay, like everything else in Expedition 33, is absolutely superb, with a capital SU. I've been very nice about this game, haven't I? Yes, I have, Bertram. Oh, you weren't listening for the last few minutes. If you were, you would have heard how nice I was being. No, I most certainly cannot be that nice to you. Anyway, time to talk about what I didn't like so much. I just heard what I said. What I didn't like so much. The answer is nothing. Nada. 9. There's not one thing I didn't like about this game. Weren't you listening, dear viewers? This is one of the best video games I have ever played. And if it isn't my game of the year, then I'll eat my hand. Well, I won't literally eat my hand, Bertram. But I will be very, very surprised if this isn't my game of the year. In fact, I loved this game so much that I had to play the bloody thing 3 times in a row. That's right, 3 times in a row. That explains the little delay in me getting this review out. But, like all of my content, worth the wait, eh? Shut up, Bertram. Therefore, I declare that CLAIR OBSCUR Expedition 33 is an absolute bloody masterpiece. With a capital MA. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my review. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.